Seoul wakes up a bit later than many other cities, so if you wake up early and don't have much to do, one activity you could find fun is to hike up while it's still cool to the top of Mount Namsan behind us. To start the walk, take line 3 to Dongguk University Station and then exit through exit number 5. After walking about 50 meters from the subway station, you get here to these steps, which is the start of the city walls. Just follow that along around the back of the Schiller Hotel for the start of the walk. So eventually you get to the end of this part of the city walls, where the path actually goes a little bit differently along this kind of wooden part, so you've got to make sure to stay on the wooden path instead of going back down the hill here. And we went past the Schiller Hotel already. Now we're going past the Banyan Tree Hotel. So we're actually going to walk through its car park in a minute on this route, so we can kind of walk along past its tennis courts and its mini golf and stuff behind me. Yeah, you get a great view of the city. As you can see, it's got the kind of road going through, which we're going to cross in a minute, through from the Han River into Seoul, into kind of the Myeongdong area. So walk along here a bit longer and then go across the car park. Okay, so now we've gone through the Banyan Tree Hotel and we're going across the car park. Probably can see, kind of follow this line here to get across that. So it's nice and easy. That section probably took me about 20 minutes, maybe 15. Quite a fast walk, although, to be fair. But it's quite a short and easy route. And then if you're tired already, you can come back down here and go back into town. You need to cross over the road. Yeah, it's kind of a sharp corner, so you need to be a bit careful when you cross this road, and then round the corner here we'll get to the main road, cross over that, and we go into kind of Namsan Park, and where we can start the proper part of the climb, I guess. Okay, so I've got to the bottom of the Banyan Tree Resort. We're going to cross over the road now, probably see the sign behind us for Namsan Park. And we're going to go that way. We've got to wait for the crossing. If you want, you can actually catch a bus to get this far. There's a bus stop just down there. If you walk back down the road here, you're going to get back to around where we started, and down there catch a bus up if you wanted to catch a bus up into the park. And yeah, that's going to go up this road here. And now I can cross over. We're going past here the National Theatre as well, which is kind of here at the bottom of this hill. Okay, so I'm already, I guess, a little bit out of breath, but we're actually only at the bottom of the hill so far. This is actually the last bus stop before we go up the hill. See, the bus number is 1A, and you can see on this some of the places you can catch this bus from if you wanted to take it. Dongguk Station, Itaewon, Myeongdong around there, Chungmuro, which is near Myeongdong, and Dongguk University, where we started this walk. So we're just going to keep going up now. Probably a bus will pass us at some point. Also a lot of cyclists trying to go up here. So I like cycling, but not uphill, or not this much. So let's make sure we're on the side of the road for pedestrians, so when the bus comes we're not in the way. So here comes one of the buses now, just passing us. And yeah, we walked not very far, maybe 1 or 2 minutes walk. You'll see this kind of crossing over, and behind me you can see the city wall behind us here again. So at this point we have a choice. We can either follow the bus up, and it goes nice and smooth but all the way around the back, quite a long walk but not too steep, or if you're feeling adventurous, we can go all the way up here. It's a lot of steps, but it's a bit quicker, and today it's a bit quieter. We're going to follow the city wall, kind of come up here and show you how steep it is. So anyone who's watching this video who's been hiking in Korea will find this bit very familiar. lots of wooden steps to go up. We're quite a way up already, I guess, but we're only just getting started. Already I'm out of breath, so I'm going to try and go as far as we can without stopping. But it does go up a long way. You can see behind us here, keeps going up. It's a bit of a kind of safety tape there. The old path used to go along closer to the wall. I think they've kind of trying to keep it nice and safe because this parts of this wall are quite old, and yeah, so you can't go too close to it. So make sure you follow the tape. And yeah, see now the path a bit closer to the wall, which is here behind us. Keep going up here. See you guys at the top. So keep going up and follow the wall to the top. Don't go down by the Alpine Club, that's not the right way to go. Just keep going up. I know it's hard, that's where you've got to go. We're at the top now, so this part anyway. So we've got here a nice sign explaining about the city walls. As I said before, that's stone from the 1700 or so. There's not when the walls were first built. First built in 1396, and parts were demolished in 1910. So it claims here on the sign to be the oldest city walls, or it lasted longer than any other city wall in the world. Not sure if I quite believe that. If you know any other city walls that have lasted for longer than 600 years, please let us know in the comments below. So came all this way now, I'm going to show you why. So keep going up, going to get a great view of the city behind us. Keep going up a bit more. It's like a little bit of a observation tower. This takes us over the city walls to the other side. I just made a view as well from here. We've got it completely to ourselves. I passed one other person on this section today. So when we get to the top, you'll see it's a lot quieter. Got Namsan behind me there, so we've still got a long way to walk. It's quite flat from here on though. Behind here, view all to ourselves of Seoul. You can see down there Dongdaemun. But here, Bukhan Mountain. Over there, the palaces and Myeongdong. And then this way, well, you can't quite see. Got a good view of the river and Lotte Tower. Not the best day today, a bit misty, a bit of smog, but it's still blue skies, which is much better than it usually is when you're hiking in England. And we have this view all to ourselves. So let's just enjoy it for a moment. From here, follow the path down slightly until you reach another path, and then take that path back up the hill onto the second part of the mountain where the main tower is. Eventually, if you keep going up here, as you'll see, you'll reach the city walls again and the road, and then follow the road along until you reach the bus stop. Okay, so you can see behind me now the bus stop. So we've gone past there, but we're not quite at the top yet. So if you do take the bus, you do get nice views from the bus stop. But if you want to go all the way to the top, I'm afraid, guys, you see behind me there's still a bit of a long way to go. Okay, so finally we're at the top of Mount Namsan. You said even if you take the bus, you've still got to walk that final bit, which is quite steep, to get to the very top. Got a great view from here of kind of downtown Seoul. Behind us here, you see in the sun somewhere there is the tower. There we go. Got the tower here behind us. If you're a bit thirsty at this point, you can grab some drinks and beverages or get some snacks from the convenience store at the bottom of the tower. If you're trying to save some money, you probably don't have to go to the top because you can see all of the city from this side from here, and from the other side from kind of the base of the tower. So if you're trying to save some money, just hike up here instead or take the bus. You'll still get great views of the city. So now we've gone up, it's time to get back down. We're going to go down the other side following the city walls, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to head back down now. So you cross over the plaza. Well, there's lots of stuff over there. Cross over the plaza. It's got here this famous pagoda. It's in lots of kind of Korean dramas and stuff. Well, it's kind of a famous meeting point in lots of dramas. Behind us, you'll see here kind of the watchtower. So we're going to go down following them. And as we go down now, we're going to go down a footpath by it and past the cable car. So yeah, maybe you thought, oh, I can get to the top by the bus, but you can't do that. You can't get quite to the top. What about the cable car? No, you've still got a bit of walking. This way you've got a few steps, to be honest, and just show you now how much further we've got to go if we're taking the cable car. So you can see here behind me, it's a cable car station. Down there, kind of a long queue going down. Anybody who wants to take the cable car down. We're not going to do that. We're just going to walk down instead. And to be honest, I think it's going to be quicker for us to walk. If you do want to take the cable car, it costs 15,000 won. That's roughly $11 for a round trip. So yeah, once we get past the cable car, I just follow the city walls kind of down. Got a nice path. It's very easy to follow. It gets a bit steep, but it's all a path, which is much easier than peaks of most other mountains in Korea. So this is a nice easy one for anyone. You can bring your dog up here. It's been a few small dogs I've seen as we walk along here. And as we keep going down, you can get some nice views of the city behind us. Really lovely weather this time of year. So really hiking is very popular in the fall when the leaves are changing colour. Not quite there yet, but it's still looking nice. Okay, so finally, as you can see, we've made it down. Perfect blue skies behind us, great, eh? So when you get to this point, you've got a bit of a choice which way to go. Kind of go on here and you'll probably see the city walls kind of under, looks a bit like a kind of factory. So this is like a little bit of a museum, an outdoor museum, explaining a bit about the city walls and some excavations they've done there. If you keep going following the city walls around, then you will get to Namdaemun and around City Hall, Seoul Station, that kind of area. So if you want to do that, go in that direction. If you want to go to Myeongdong, then instead of turning off that way, just keep following this path down the hill, and we'll get to the road and we can follow that along, and that will take us to Myeongdong, and I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so came down here. So you want to keep following this path around. Don't turn off into the museum unless you want to head that way down to City Hall. So for us, going down to Myeongdong, so we're just going to follow this path down through the park here, and that's going to take us all the way to the road. We can follow that down into the city, and that's where we're going to end up. So once you've come down off the mountain, you want to just stay on the same side. Don't cross over the road. Everybody else will, but I recommend staying this side so you can avoid the cable car station here. And I think, as you probably know, taking the bus to the top is going to be cheaper than taking the cable car. You're not going to have as long a queue getting down or getting up as if you took the cable car. And what views do you get from the cable car that you're not going to get from the top anyway? Probably not much. So for me, taking the bus is the best way if you're not going to walk up the hill. Again, we could cross over here, but I recommend waiting until one more crossing before crossing the road. And once you do that, you can go straight down the hill into Myeongdong. Okay, so to get to Myeongdong, we're at the third crossing now, just waiting for the lights to change. When they do change, we're just going to go kind of down here past this kind of peach-coloured building, just go straight down, and that's going to take us past a few hostels, a few coffee shops, and it's going to lead us into Myeongdong. And then on the main road there, just cross underneath that road, and we're back in where you want to start. Okay, thanks for watching. We're back down in Myeongdong now. In a few videos time, we're going to go up Namsan, which is one of the best hikes in the city centre. So please like and subscribe so you can watch me do that hike, and I'll show you the best route to take up there. See you next time.